I am Napoleon Hill, and if there is one principle I want you to understand more deeply than any other, it is this: every form of achievement, whether it appears in wealth, leadership, influence, peace of mind, or personal greatness, is built upon one invisible foundation, and that foundation is mental discipline. Without mental discipline, talent collapses, opportunity is wasted, and desire fades into regret. With mental discipline, even ordinary individuals rise to extraordinary heights. The world you see around you is not shaped first by hands, machines, or money. It is shaped by minds that learned how to govern themselves before attempting to govern circumstances. Most people live at the mercy of their thoughts. They wake up reacting instead of directing. They allow fear, doubt, anger, and distraction to occupy their mental space without resistance. Then they wonder why their lives feel chaotic, inconsistent, and unfulfilled. The mind, left undisciplined, becomes a battlefield where impulses fight against intentions, and the strongest emotion of the moment wins. This is not freedom, it is mental slavery. Mental discipline is the act of reclaiming control. It is the conscious decision to choose what you think, how long you think it, and what emotional meaning you attach to it. Understand this clearly: thoughts are not harmless. A thought repeated often enough becomes a belief. A belief acted upon becomes a habit. A habit practiced daily becomes a character. And character, in the end, determines destiny. You cannot escape this sequence. You can only interrupt it at the level of thought. That is why mental discipline is the foundation of all achievement. It is the gatekeeper that decides whether your life will be directed by purpose or drifted by circumstance. Every successful person I have studied, without exception, possessed the ability to discipline their mind. Some had little formal education. Some began in poverty. Some faced repeated failures. But they all shared one inner strength: the ability to hold a definite purpose in their mind and refuse to let temporary emotions overpower it. They did not allow fear to sit permanently in their thoughts. They did not entertain doubt as a guest. They did not surrender their mental space to pessimism. They trained their minds the way an athlete trains the body, through repetition, control, and conscious effort. Mental discipline begins with definiteness of purpose. A mind without a clear aim becomes a playground for distractions. When you do not decide what you want, the world decides for you. When you do not choose your direction, circumstances push you in random directions. A definite purpose gives your mind a central command. It tells your thoughts where to assemble and what to serve. Without it, mental discipline has no anchor. With it, every thought can be measured by a single question: does this move me closer to my purpose, or does it move me away from it? Once a purpose is established, discipline requires persistence. The disciplined mind does not change direction because of temporary discomfort. It does not abandon its aim because of criticism, delay, or failure. It understands that obstacles are not signals to quit, but tests of commitment. Most people fail not because life is unfair, but because they allow their emotions to vote against their goals. The disciplined mind does not eliminate emotion, it places emotion under command. It uses emotion as fuel, not as a steering wheel. Fear is the greatest enemy of mental discipline. Fear weakens decision-making, clouds judgment, and paralyzes action. But fear is not an external force, it is a mental habit. It grows only when you give it attention. The disciplined mind recognizes fear as a signal to think more clearly, not less. It replaces fear with facts, analysis, and action. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the refusal to let fear dominate thought. Every time you act in spite of fear, you strengthen your mental discipline. Every time you retreat because of fear, you weaken it. Another enemy of mental discipline is negative suggestion. The world is full of opinions, doubts, warnings, and discouraging voices. If you allow every outside suggestion to enter your mind unfiltered, you surrender your authority. The disciplined mind listens selectively. It gathers information, but it decides independently. It understands that advice is only useful when it aligns with purpose and reason. Mental discipline means you are not easily hypnotized by the moods of the crowd. You think for yourself, even when it is uncomfortable, and you stand by your conclusions when they are based on sound judgment. Autosuggestion is the most powerful tool for developing mental discipline. The mind absorbs what it hears repeatedly, especially when emotion is involved. When you repeatedly tell yourself what you intend to become, what you are working toward, and why it matters, your subconscious accepts these statements as commands. Over time, your actions begin to align automatically. This is not mysticism, it is psychology. The mind seeks consistency between belief and behavior. Feed it disciplined thoughts, and disciplined action follows. Mental discipline also requires control over attention. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. An undisciplined mind jumps constantly from one stimulus to another, exhausted but unproductive. A disciplined mind focuses deeply on one task at a time. It understands that concentration multiplies ability. 1 hour of focused effort produces more results than 10 hours of distracted motion. Mastery in any field is impossible without the ability to concentrate, and concentration is a direct product of mental discipline. Procrastination is another form of mental weakness. It is not a time problem, it is a thought problem. People procrastinate because they allow discomfort to dominate decision-making. The disciplined mind acts first and negotiates emotions later. It understands that action creates clarity, confidence, and momentum. Waiting for perfect conditions is a habit of failure. Acting under imperfect conditions is a habit of achievement. Self-discipline in thought also governs emotional reactions. Life will present disappointments, insults, delays, and injustices. You cannot control their arrival, but you can control your response. The disciplined mind does not waste energy on resentment. It does not replay injuries repeatedly in imagination. It learns from experience and then moves forward. Emotional discipline is not suppression, it is direction. You choose how long an emotion is allowed to stay and what lesson it must deliver before it leaves. Mental discipline builds resilience. When setbacks occur, the undisciplined mind collapses into self-pity or blame. The disciplined mind asks better questions. What can be learned? What must be adjusted? What is the next step? This shift in questioning changes everything. Success is not the absence of failure, it is the refusal to be mentally defeated by failure. The mind that remains disciplined under pressure becomes stronger with each challenge. Faith, when properly understood, is a form of mental discipline. Faith is the ability to hold a positive expectation without visible proof. It is sustained belief backed by action. Faith does not deny reality, it transcends temporary appearances. When you maintain faith in your purpose while working steadily toward it, you train your mind to operate beyond fear and doubt. Faith strengthens discipline by providing emotional stability during uncertainty. The environment you choose also affects mental discipline. You cannot surround yourself with negativity and expect mental strength. The disciplined individual selects associations carefully. They align with people who encourage growth, clarity, and forward movement. This does not mean avoiding all criticism, but it does mean avoiding habitual pessimism. Minds influence minds. Choose wisely. Rest, reflection, and solitude are often overlooked aspects of mental discipline. A constantly overstimulated mind loses clarity. Periods of quiet thinking allow the mind to organize, prioritize, and renew focus. Some of the greatest ideas in history were born in moments of stillness. Mental discipline includes knowing when to engage and when to withdraw for reflection. Ultimately, mental discipline leads to self-mastery. When you master your mind, you master your reactions, your habits, and your direction. You no longer depend on motivation from the outside. You become internally driven. You no longer fear uncertainty, because you trust your ability to think clearly under pressure. You no longer feel helpless, because you know that your thoughts are within your control. Achievement is not an accident. It is not reserved for the fortunate few. It is the natural outcome of disciplined thinking applied consistently over time. If you desire success, begin by disciplining your mind. Decide what thoughts you will allow. Decide what beliefs you will reinforce. Decide what emotions you will act upon. The moment you take control of your inner world, the outer world begins to respond. Remember this truth and carry it with you. Mental discipline is not a single decision, but a daily practice. It is strengthened each time you choose purpose over impulse, focus over distraction, courage over fear. Build it patiently, and it will support every achievement you pursue. Lose it, and no amount of talent or opportunity will save you. Master your mind, and you will master your life.